There aren't any.
What? Why would you say those things to me? I didn't say any of that stuff.
Just kidding. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today I'll be counting down our picks for the very best matches of John Cena. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking through the storied catalogue of the 16-time world champion John Cena. Come on, it's pretty passé to boo the guy at this point. Or at least, maybe this countdown will convince you so, because for heaven's sake, the bloke's been in some pretty good matches, and he's a genuine star outside the ring too. He's a Make-A-Wish hero, a movie star, and best of all, he likes Fist of the North Star. Bless his soul. Number 10 versus Seth Rollins, SummerSlam 2015. Nothing says blockbuster confrontation like a championship versus championship match, and it also kinda helps if one of the lads broke the other's nose not too long ago. Many fans weren't expecting too much from this match, but it somehow validated Rollins as the world champion after a long series of weak title defenses. With a solid performance by both guys and one of the loudest dueling chants of "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" of his entire career, this match defied expectations. Sure, the whole Jon Stewart thing was a complete assball, and nothing really came from it, but it was a daft wee moment you'll never forget. Number 9 versus Triple H, WrestleMania 22. This is a match that is pretty much forgotten because all anyone seems to care about was the fact that Cena won, but that's actually a testament to how invested we all were in the story it was telling. Right from the beginning with its over-the-top entrances, which Lord knows we need more of, this all set the scene for a proper WrestleMania main event. What followed was a heavy-hitting war, which proved that Cena could go the distance, and whether or not you agree with the outcome, the in-ring performance eclipses a lot of the other WrestleMania main events in recent memory. Number 8 versus The Rock, WrestleMania 28. A match we never thought we'd see, and certainly one we never thought we'd love. When the bant started between two icons from different wrestling eras, people were already softly whispering "dream match." And that it bloody well was. Despite our fears, The Rock hadn't lost a step and didn't get gassed before you can say doom. Instead, we were given this cracking contest and the surprise of Dwayne actually winning, like we all obviously wanted. It truly was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, which they completely buggered a year later. Number 7 versus Edge, Unforgiven 2006. Hey, let's make the hometown hero lose, that'll send everyone home happy. Well, if you managed to stop seething with rage, this match was actually pretty fun. Yes, we used the F word. A dramatic end to their rivalry, at this point at least, and leading off from Edge's upset win at SummerSlam in Cena's hometown, this match embodied all the hyperbolic nature of professional wrestling, right down to the overly choreographed but nonetheless beautiful finish. Number 6 versus Kevin Owens, Elimination Chamber 2015. What is the absolute best way to build new stars? Put them up against John Cena. Just ask the next, yeah, never mind. Well, somehow, Owens came out relatively unscathed after this brilliant champion versus champion showdown. Probably the best of their series of encounters, since the others pretty much followed suit, this match provided a clash of wrestling styles that somehow worked pretty damn well. And Kevin won, wahey! Number 5 versus Daniel Bryan, SummerSlam 2013. Fans had been gagging for D-Bry to rise to the top of the ranks for a long time in one of the most organic pushes in WWE history. So when he was faced with Vince's poster boy, the odds were certainly stacked against him and the stage was set for a classic. But it wasn't just the American Dragon who got some character development in this bust-up. If anything, the whole subplot of Cena seeking validation as a professional wrestler was just as endearing, as was the payoff of him getting slapped in the chops. And Daniel won, way! Number 4 versus Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar, Royal Rumble 2015. High-octane action, a pure slobber knocker, and every other commentary cliche I can think of, this one was off the wall. With all three guys busting out their big guns, including a lovely Phoenix Splash, and the underlying narrative of trying to keep the beast down long enough to pick up a win, it's hard to find another triple threat match that has quite so much character. It may have been a throwaway defense for the belt to hype up the WrestleMania main event, but let's be honest, it had way more going for it than that match. And Lesnar won! Number 3 versus AJ Styles, Royal Rumble 2017. It's honestly incredibly difficult to pick which of these two matches is the best, but if we've got to narrow it down, it'd have to be this final battle. Yeah, it's hard to have a bad match with a phenomenal one, but even still, seeing these two guys who hone their skills on opposite ends of the industry throw everything they have at each other and somehow make it work, well, that was nothing short of amazing. Plus, it marked the 16th title win for Big Match John, somehow making it a match with a lot more significance than we give it credit. Number 2 versus Shawn Michaels, WWE Raw. While their Wrestlemania match was pretty good in its own right, the one everyone remembers is this hour-long contest in the UK. And yes, the crowd are partially to thank for that. Michaels' excellent pacing coupled with the emotional intensity of the two superstars undeniably brought this match up a level. The Heartbreak Kid has cited it as one of his favourite matches, and he's certainly not alone there. It once again proved that Cena could take on all manner of challenges, and everyone cheered like they've never cheered before when Michaels won, including this kid in a John Cena shirt for some reason. Number 1 versus CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2011. CM Punk has one foot out the door. Cena's gonna win, right? Done deal. Well no, this match took everything we expected and flipped it on its head, and the result was nothing short of wrestling storytelling at its finest. Even Big Dave Meltzer gave it 5 stars, if that means anything to you. Taking place in front of an absolutely nuclear Chicago crowd, Cena played his role perfectly as the one last hurdle preventing Punk from sticking it to the man. The Vince McMahon, if you will. I'll stop. The two had unbelievable chemistry, and it set the stage for a new era in professional wrestling, being one of those few moments that made you still proud to be a wrestling fan.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.